issues. Saved from a house fire today in Southwest D.C. Look at all that damage. Fire investigators are on the scene looking into the blaze that came from the rear of the home on the first floor. This happening west of 296 on the 4000 block of First Street. The woman was brought to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. She's going to be okay.
Well, we continue to learn more now about a terrible accident that claimed the life of a D.C. fire and EMS cadet.
Sadia Williams died after falling from a rooftop terrace while celebrating her graduation with classmates. Fox 5's Bob Barnard is live in Southwest with this heartbreaking story and all the details. Bob?
Yeah, hey there, guys. We are outside the firehouse that Sadia Williams was assigned to. This is Engine Company 13 here in Southwest D.C. And you see they have just put black bunting over the garage doors here. They've just finished placing this here just now. And if you look to the left here, you can see the American and D.C. flags are flying at half-staff today. Now, Sadia Williams was just 21 years old, a firefighter EMT, part of the D.C. Fire and EMS cadet class that just graduated last Friday. That's when this photo was taken. Williams was apparently celebrating with other cadets at a 4-story townhouse on 16th Street Northeast when she fell from the rooftop around 1 in the morning Saturday. The roof is surrounded by metal fencing. D.C. police say they do not believe foul play was involved, though the circumstances are still under investigation. We spoke to a woman who lives across the street and witnessed the aftermath. It's an image she says she can't get out of her head.
It's sad because even seeing online, this young lady had a promising future, and now it's gone.
I have family who are firefighters as well, and they go through so much that they deserve to be praised. And someone who wants to be a part of that, want to go in and every day risk their lives to save someone else is a beautiful thing. But to lose your life so early and haven't even gotten a chance to truly find out who you are, what is your calling in life, what else you can do in this world, it's truly tragic.
Now, Sadia Williams graduated with her cadet class last week. They are all D.C. high school graduates. The ceremony was recorded on video. We're told the cadets still have 2 more weeks of training at the D.C. Fire Academy before going to their firehouses. Dave Hoagland is president of the D.C. Firefighters Union.
This is incredibly tragic news. You know, she had just graduated on Friday and she was celebrating with her classmates. And it's just a really tough loss for the department and all DC firefighters. We deployed our peer support team down to the training academy today to sit with their class and talk through things and their feelings and just to make sure that everybody's processing everything.
Now, we are told Sadia Williams' remains are still at the medical examiner's office, which is right across the street here. Again, this is the firehouse she was to be assigned to. And although this was not an in-service or, an online in-duty death, we're told her send-off will have full honors.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are cut off. Kol Holayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakat, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Achaim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Psalms chapter 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And everything that's, being manifest and done upon the earth is off its course. It's not in its rightful position that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has ordained it to be, or where it's supposed to be, Salakia. And furthermore, a woman is not supposed to be doing the job of a man. A woman's not supposed to be a firefighter, police officer, a judge, etc. Those are leadership roles, for men. And also the military, the army, the navy, the air force, etc. And you look at the statistics and the facts and everything else. You do your own research, but there's certain standards and certain tests you have to pass to be able to be sufficed or acceptable in those lines of work. Okay, and it's not to belittle women or to say, you know, anything negative. It's just the damn truth. Okay, because Esau has, you know, indoctrinated and given you women these philosophies, these venom, you know, poison to contaminate your mind to make you believe that you can do what a man can do. You can succeed in the same avenue, the same job category, career, etc. as a man. When again, these certain things were made for men to conquer, made for men to have dominion in, you know, these employments, these plantation careers, establishments, however you want to, you know, perceive it, man. Okay, because everything, again, everybody's walking on in darkness because they believe what the adversary, the enemy, the goddamn devil has told them, man. Okay, you know, going down from, you know, them speaking smooth words and also them actually bringing forth, you know, advertisements like you know, not only them speaking, but also, you know, on TV, here and there, that and that, this and that, Salakia. And as a matter of fact, I grabbed one from maybe I believe from the early 90s, I want to say, when they had Michael Jordan, because it's an actual song. It's an actual song, but they had a commercial with a female athlete and Michael Jordan competing in different things to see who can dominate and who can do it better. So as a matter of fact, watch this, because this is just a pure example of what they added to the pot to indoctrinate and fool you women, to make you women believe that you're not equal but above the man. Stay tuned, watch this, and we're gonna come back with some more precepts. I don't want Ratazar.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Had enough?
Let's go. Anything you can be, I can be greater.
Ready, stop.
Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, I'm not stopping.
Again, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And again, you women are out of course. You're not in your rightful position that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has ordained and established for you. You have been, you know, beguiled, tricked, bamboozled, led astray by the damn devil. You know, because in this captivity, you have what? You have freedom to liberty to get abroad. You have privileges. You have all the necessities, the tools you need to get above the men of your nation. Okay, and that also causes a dysfunction in the household, and also dysfunction against the nation, man. Because a woman is not supposed to be over the man, and with him giving you the resources, the tools for you to be able to surpass your man, again, it causes demise, destruction of your nation and of your household, man. Okay, because the Lord is not going to reward you and not going to give you preservation, mercy, favor when all hell breaks loose. No, what does it say in the precepts? Let's grab one right here. Let's grab this one right here. Let's go to 1 Timothy. Okay, 1 Timothy chapter 2. We're going to go straight to the point. Verse 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. Okay, so the main women, because there are elect women, you know, 2 John, I want to say chapter 1, I believe, verse 10, if I'm not mistaken, or I may be wrong verse, but I think it's 2 John. Matter of fact, because I don't want to quote the wrong one. Yeah, 2 John chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. Yeah, con. But let's go back to 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. It says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. So you Israelite women that do make it, which is going to be, you know, a suffice, acceptable number for you, a lot of you sisters to make it. one of the main things for you to do is, to bring back forth the fruit of Israel. Okay, that's going to be your main stance. Okay, and of course, you'll have a new body, you'll be transformed, you'll be renewed, and have the law, statutes, and commandments written in your inward parts. Just like the men won't go off, you won't go off. Okay, continuing on. If they continue in faith, if they continue to dominate in the job structure and society of being judges, police officers, doctors, firemen, etc. These positions, these careers, these categories that are basically built for men, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, etc. man. Okay? Which in things that she should not be put in a position. And this is why the Lord is judging, amongst other things too, but this is why the Lord is judging a lot of our people, man. Okay, the Lord literally pushed this woman off the top of a roof, man. So you can only imagine the impact when her body hit that pavement, man. Sometimes they say, depending on how high it is, the body may, jump back up from the ground and then die, or the whatever part lands, whether it be your side, your back, your face, it'll explode, it'll bust open. So it's no telling, man. That's scary as hell, man. Could you just imagine? You're at the top of an establishment, whether it be a restaurant, your apartment complex that you're building, wherever you may be, and all of a sudden you fall off the top of a damn building, man. Could you imagine the thought process that's going through your mind, man? That you're about to die, and that you're going to feel it before you go? That's terrifying, man. As it also states in the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verses 30 to 31, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay? And again, the Lord is doing these things and putting these things on the news and giving these things to the prophets to show forth that he's not playing around, man. Because it's also establishing more fear in us, and that's, again, as I stated before, I really do a lot of these judgment videos for myself, man. And, also for you beloved, true, sincere worshipers, man. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15, notwithstanding she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So it has nothing to do with you establishing a career, you go getting your damn degree. No, it's talking about you being obedient to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, taking heed to what he told us to do, not what Esau in the society has told you to do, man. Because you're not supposed to be in the leadership position of a man, having dominance over men. That is off. Okay, because we know, and if you don't like what I'm saying, I don't give a shit. You unsubscribe, go watch somebody else, man. It's the truth. Women mainly judge off emotions. Men judge off of logical, common sense, intellect, man. And it's not to say that women are stupid or nothing like that, because these women are not dumb. Okay, and if any of you brothers think that women are dumb, you got a lot to learn about women in general. Okay. They have that, in this captivity, they have that wisdom of a serpent. Okay, but let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Let's grab this, because like I said before, man, the Lord pushed this woman off of the roof, man. This was judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and the Lord is not only angry at the men of our nation, but he's also angry at the women of our nation too. Nobody's exempt, man. The Lord is bringing forth his judgments every single day, man. And guess what? They're righteous and true and just and balanced all together, man. And again, it's a fearful thing, because as I always state, the Lord is only warming up. We're literally seeing the previews of what's to come 100,000, 100 million, 100 billion, 100 trillion times worse, man. Okay? This is literally just a preview. Okay? This is Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. The Most High is jealous, and Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, revengeth. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, revengeth, and is furious. Man, you know how pissed off the Lord is at our people, man, the judgments he's bringing forth? To have an angel this day, hey, man, push that bitch off, man. An angel just, stiff arm that hoe, and she fall off, man, probably screaming like a motherfucker, man. And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm being serious, man. The angel, that angel of death just standing there. Whether, he made a, mess up her foot for foot placement, or she was intoxicated, whatever it may be, man. And then, she tilts over the building. She flying down. And as they say, the quicker you come down because of all that weight. The gravity is pushing you down further and further. If I'm saying it correctly, Salakia. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, will take vengeance on his adversaries, and 2/3 of our people, again, whether man, woman, or child, are the adversaries of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. If you have not come back to the Lord, submitted yourself to him, transformed, renewed your mind, changed your ways, and follow the ways of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, which he told us to do, taking heed to his guidelines and his instructions, then that gives you what? Favor. Hopefully mercy. Hopefully consideration. Okay, and also too, you're attempting to do it to the best of your ability. You're really having humility. You're really counting the cost. You're examining yourself, and amongst other things too, man. But our people are consumed in the world. They love to take pleasure and delight in wickedness, man. Okay, so this not only the heathen that's the adversary, the enemies of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, but 2/3 of our people, and even people that claim they ain't the truth, man. Because everybody is, really, a lot of people's spirits ain't right, man. And I say that very humbly, man. Very, very humbly, man. Okay, because the Lord is exposing a lot. The Lord is showing a lot, man. Okay? Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies, man. And this is the Lord is very crafty in his judgments, man. And he he's also showing you women. And not only the men, not only the children, but the women too, everybody, the whole 2/3 of our nation, his wrath, man. And his wrath is not where he's going to show any respect, where he's going to show any mercy, where he's going to show any pity, where he's going to have a change, where he's going to repent or change his mind because, this woman, she looks good. She got some nice titas and a nice behind when he gave you that. And the Lord doesn't care nothing about that, man. The Lord, he cares about if you fearing him, you taking heed, coming back to him, okay, seeking his way, not your own way, etc., man. Amongst other things, man. And our people are seeking the ways of Babylon the Great, aka America. Okay, which that word America goes into bitter. And Babylon goes into confusion. So this is the land of bitter confusion, man. And a lot of our people are bitterly confused, man. Because again, everything about this place is perverse, leaves your mind contaminated, polluted. Okay, you believe that what you're doing is correct, you're justified, no accountability, and amongst other things too, man. So, hey, man, the Lord bringing forth his wrath, man, is really right now, it's really not that harsh. If you really think about it, because, just imagine when the prophets is off the streets, okay, there's no more the Lord having his hand out there, crying out to you to come back to him, giving you a chance to repent, to acknowledge the error of your ways, and amongst other things that you need to apply and do. But once the Lord, withdraws and takes that back, man, hey, man, it's all out. It's all out, let's it's time for him to get it in, man. Them death angels gonna be out there, putting in work, man. That Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4 on down, man. Okay, so let's continue. Got a couple more precepts, because hey, man, everybody got their day, man. Everybody got their day, and we hope and pray that we're not a part of that left hand judgment, man, to feel Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah's wrath, man. Real talk. This is 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations. Okay, so the Lord is going to deliver the godly out of the temptations that he bring upon them. Because it's always for trials, tribulation, tests, purification, growth, improvement. Okay, and also for us to test ourselves to see if we're going to cleave on to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai or deny him. If we're going to embrace, seek him 10 times more, or be carnal minded and go left, but the Lord is going to put us through the furnace of adversity, to again purify, sanctify, get that leaven off of us, and again for improvement, growth. Okay, continuing on, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. And that's what this was, man. This was an unjust Israelite woman, which is amongst other Israelite women, men, children, etc. That's going to be reserved, and their judgment is going to be brought forth, man, for their punishment. And the punishment the Lord is bringing, it's not no more chastisement and everything else. No, the Lord is just bringing forth death, destruction. Okay, and again, it's a warm up session right now because it's not that harsh right now, but it's going to get to the point bodies ain't going to be buried. It's going to get to the point it's going to be starvation. It's going to be a great abundance of pestilence and amongst a lot of things, man. Okay, the Lord's going to bring your fears upon you because you did evil in His sight. You mocked His prophets. You did this. You did that. You put your belief, your strength, your trust in Babylon. Okay, Egypt. All right. So hey, man, it's overdue. Because what these devils did to you women, man, these women, they use you women and weaponize you against your own nation, man. They use you for their own profit and their own benefit. And now guess what? Esau don't need you no more, man. Esau is done with you. Okay, why do you think you got Trump, exiting out all these government assistance programs, housing, EBT, etc., man. Okay? Let's grab this. This is the last precept. We're going to close it out. This is Sirach 13, and I'm going to start off at verse 4 to verse 5. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. And Esau used you. Okay, he gave you the top jobs that the men of your nation should have gotten. Okay, government jobs, etc. Okay, gave you the tools, the things you needed to gain those degrees to have a great abundance of debt. Because that's all it is, man. You so-called black women have a great abundance of debt, the highest debt in America. Okay. Gave you benefits for housing programs, vouchers, things that you needed to progress and elevate in the society, while demonizing and bringing forth diabolical, treacherous decrees and plans against your men to have them addicted to drugs, not to be able to get jobs, and to also have them incarcerated, man. But he did the opposite for you. He helped you because it was a benefit for him to destroy our nation using you. And indoctrinated in your mind that you don't need a man. You're above your man. He should be worshiping you. He should prove himself. He should do this. He should do that. And you believe that nonsense, man. Didn't have the common sense, which isn't common. Didn't have the mental capacity to look around you and see what's going on, and to evaluate that the only people that he was targeting was you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians, man. Okay? Sirach 13 verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. And guess what? He's starting to forsake you hoes. Okay, you big back, big Shirley's all in. Man, I ain't gonna say. I'm just gonna keep on reading on verse 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. And what did you have? You had a task, a job, an agenda to accomplish what you accomplished. You helped destroy your nation. Okay, you've passed on so much through your daughters, through your young men that you've risen. Okay, by yourself, having babies by no good piece of shit niggas, scumbags, fake thugs, etc. And even if you have a decent man that actually wants to be in the baby's life, you put that man through hell, put him on child support, do this and do that, commit all types of adultery, all types of shit, man. The list goes on and on, which has been passed down from generation to generation until now, man. Look at the state of our people, man. Look at the state of our people. Nobody else is in this state. Nobody else has the mindset of our people. Nobody in our nation, nobody in any other nation is decayed, is sick, mentally, spiritually, and physically, man. Nobody is targeted like our people, man. Okay, nobody has gone through, nor will they go through what we have gone through. Okay? Verse 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear. And how did he make you bear? He took your shield, your covering from you, your man. The ones who's supposed to lead in the household. The ones who you're supposed to be and help me to and give comfort. Okay? To stand by. No, you chose the government over your man. And then put that bullshit in the kid's mind. made the kids hate. You made the young men hate being men and also hate their fathers. You made the young women hate being their rightful position and also hate men and hate their fathers, man. Generation over generation over generation, man. And will not be sorry for it. And this devil's not sorry for it. You know, he's like, we accomplished a lot with these niggas, man. You know, her job is done. You know, they're going to keep on passing it on. We don't need her no more. We got AI that's about to be on the rise. It's about to take over a lot of jobs, etc., man. So, hey, man, the Lord, you women, you are the Lord's enemy too, just like the men. And a lot of you women, because women outnumber, man. A lot of you women, your sisters, your cousins, your aunties, okay, your mama, a lot of you women are going to be put to death, man. And it's just something, if you're in this truth, it's just something you have to accept. Just like your uncles, your brothers, your favorite male cousins, etc., they're going to be put to death too. Worry about you. Okay, Philippians 2 verse 12. Seek out that own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Everybody will come back in the kingdom, man. Because the Lord could have overlooked you and woken somebody else up. Be grateful. Be thankful. I don't want Ratazah, man. I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akim wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Ko Holayam La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Kwadash, Wathawada Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Kwadash, for putting the Spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. Adawan Ratazah. Until the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.